Hello again, folks, and welcome back tonight to another stream. Hopefully, things will go well. We'll get Geomancer advanced into their next job. That's the word I was looking for. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So let's get on into it. See how all of this goes for the Geomancer. Which we have. Wait, did I not? Did I come in here and not grab the canoe? Hold on. I got them all bucklers. To do that and not save doing... No, okay, I talked to him and had the canoe. I thought the canoe was a key item. I guess it isn't. Okay. We have the canoe. Uh... Off, as always, to go and do the trial. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's random, so... We never know what we're gonna get, but dear God. Okay, yeah. Did not mean to do fight. Hopefully... Cool. I think it's the first time I've actually got to see Whirlwind do what it's supposed to do. Most of the time it's like, oh, no, these are aquatic creatures that are swimming. The Whirlwind doesn't exactly take them away. I want... We need to go through and get our job advancement quickly. I want to see what it is I gotta do for the Geomancer. I forget. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was... There's a guy to talk to, and he in Provoca, and he wants all the different elemental bells. We're back to those spells. I will say my one worry... Ow! Oh, this is bad. That's not gonna help. We're stuck. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to use a cabin. It's like, well, soft reset. We're right at the... Nope, we forgot to... Alright. Nope. Wow. Whirlwind? No, thunderstorm. Same difference. This time we'll remember to use a cabin outside of the, castle here. There we go. Mm-hmm. No reason to do the forced fight. We really don't even care about Zeus. Please get away from them quickly. Alright, armor drop. Don't care about iron, can't wear it. And even if I could wear it, I've got places to buy iron armor easily if iron armor sells in a lot of places. Crap. God damn it. Yeah, we're... I forgot that sorcerers could be here, and trance is one of those things that can completely screw over a run. Hey, Silent. I did that one in the afternoon, yeah. Because I've been streaming afternoon and evening. So I finished Dancer up, or Rhythmist up this afternoon and started the Geomancer. Yeah, no, trying to do it if I was just doing it for like the 4 or 5 hours every night. Yeah, if I were trying to do it just the 4 or 5 hours that I do at night, over the course of the month, there's no way I'd get through all 20 classes. But that's why, even though this is charity, I do have, my YouTube channel where I'm putting even these VODs up. Though I just realized I do have to update info on them to make sure it's clear that these are, well, you notice the thing right above me. One, I don't normally play, like, the same game every day, and I don't play every day, for a week, especially not both morning and night. Two, I have the link both up above, or I have the link in the about, plus there's, if you do exclamation extra life, it brings up the link there. There are incentives to choose, so right now I'm playing through the classes in order, but $1 donation to Extra Life on one of the incentives changes and decides what class I'm playing next. Yeah. I'm not, whether people donate or not, that's, you have, people, I understand, keep your money, do what you need to do with it. I'm just hoping that people, I put the Extra Life stuff up. That's why I've got the banner above me and the splash pages when I take a break and start and stop that reference Extra Life, in hopes that at least if somebody sees it, goes and clicks, even if they don't donate, they at least see the Extra Life, that Extra Life works with the Children's Miracle Network, and maybe they donate on their own some other time here. It's more of just at least getting extra, reminding people about Extra Life at this point. Though, if somebody did donate, that would be great. I do other incentives, but honestly, I can't think of direct stuff. This was the easiest, like, I'm going to play through these. Give people a reason to maybe just throw $1 if they've got it available to choose which class I play next. You know what? Let's try to get away from these, because that's what I was worried about. No, screw it. We'll soft reset. Give it one more try. Well, not one more try, but give it one more fresh try versus going in. Any other way. Are you... Well, it's small. It's only a few. Went through a whole bunch of hassle. Ended up canceling the appointment because the internet had been working fine. Then just now we get that hiccup that just happened. I swear, if it fully breaks again tonight after being good for basically 24 hours and I end up having connection issues again, I am gonna go insane. Why well, in this case, they were mostly aggressive that time, but I understand why it's got to be random, but gotta pay more attention, I think, on this one. And use my heals a little bit more. That was... What the hell? I've never seen that have that good a freaking, hit rate. Like, I can get away with terrain on one round. They're not going to turn all my characters to stone right away. Triple auto hit. This is going to kill me before I get to do anything. Oh no, holy cow. Maybe if I quad close in. Oh. Oh, we lucked out there. Please get... Yeah, I was gonna say, get out of there before they freaking stun us and kill us. Okay. I don't think they'll be able to equip that. Alright. Of course, it's gotta be 2. I wasn't supposed to be fight, that was supposed to be carve in. Or carve model. Okay, good. Little frustrating, as this tends to be, but we got it. Alright. And okay, I'm so far looks like my frustrations a moment ago are somewhat ill-founded, just a hiccup. Hopefully it stays that way. Actually, I should have gone the other way. Hmm. Ooh. You know, let's go back here. Oh, well, I guess run technically works. I meant terrain. Let's see. And 2 and another 4 of those. But yeah, the rhythmists, that run ended up being fairly simple. Save for one time that I did end up having to use the warp stone to get out because the Lich, the first one, managed to kill one Elementalist with Zap. Or Elementalist, Rhythmist with Zap. Most of the fights started with, the boss fight started with, the one that weakens their attack, followed by Flurry, followed by Sword Dance and Haste, followed by Melee to kill. No, what am I doing? I don't want to sell anything. I don't need to sell anything. We were just buying up all our items and then saving so that we can go nice and easy to the ice cave and run through it. Skipping most things. Like, I think the only thing we'll really get is, we'll go over and get the bell, since we need those. And I know where that is. It's easy enough to get without going too far out of our way. There's that cave magic again, right? No, different. So ice pillar, ice damage to all foes. Ooh. ice and heals a small amount of HP. Hmm. Yeah, no, so that didn't do much. Okay. Okay, downside of this dungeon, we just don't do the damage to anything. Wait, why am I carrying? They don't need to be silenced. I'm wasting too much on this. Soft reset. Nomad. Did I miss that? I thought I got all the classes. Right, because there should be, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah, no, there's 11 left. I don't think Nomad is in here right now. I don't know, or unless you're talking something else on this. I've not seen that class. Oh wait, we can't run from this fight. Crap. Ah. That's... So that is something if I've got time, I might do. This was specifically about doing, all of the classes. Not about any of the, achievements. Oh, hey. Beat the game in any mode without using any enchanted items in combat. Technically, yeah, because of the way I did, Dancer. We got that one. Didn't even realize it. There it is. Nomad. Beat the game in any mode without resting in added in. Permadeath's also gonna be... Like, eventually I might do these. But... Yeah, I can imagine both of those. Beat the game in any mode without purchasing any weapons or armor, without spending 100 grand. Ooh. Oh, actually, that's not so bad. Like, some of those with the right augment probably wouldn't be too bad. And then single character runs. Ooh. That's interesting. I haven't tried New Game Plus either. There's definitely stuff I've got to do that will be outside of the charity thing. The big charity thing was just I saw the 20 classes and like I haven't done this. I haven't gone into like deep challenge stuff. This might be interesting to do, but like when I go through sort of some of the plans I have for this next off charity should be are going to be a bit different and definitely going to require doing a lot of challenge runs. That's not gonna help either. Okay, well, could have been worse. Okay, this is the one place we gotta run a little farther than we normally do. Come on. Run away, please. And not double death, but probably will be soon. Nope, it was this one. Alright, just run away, because we don't do enough damage for me to... Yeah, no. Like, that's a problem. We don't do enough damage. Because everything here is resistant to the type of damage we're going to be doing. Except for this setup. Ice wall. I mean... Should have just done white out, but whatever. Worked out. I think the only thing that should now keep them in, yeah, XP order. All right. Every freaking time. Nope. Please. They're not good at running. They're not good at fighting these things either. Are they? Oh, great. Now everybody's stunned. Can't even run from this fight. No, yeah, let's start with... Now we're at a point where I feel fine just having everybody terrain. Go. Once we get Elementalist and we can store terrain, stuff like this wouldn't be so bad. Problem is we gotta go through here to get that. Okay. it would have been nice if that had, you know, actually killed them, but hopefully... Need to get forced heals in here, so I will do just that. Oh my god. Well, at least I took a couple people out. Alright, trade. Not that that really the Earth one really matters much right now, but at least it'll be something. And it can at least be the difference here. Down to just 2 of them left, I don't feel so bad. I was right, Geomancer, I don't have to worry about rough terrain, so I can heal myself up ahead of time. Yeah. Heal. I don't care about the axe. I'm fairly certain I know the answer to this, but yeah, I had a feeling that that was going to be a waste. Alright. Good. Oh. Come on. Get the rest of the attacks off. One round of full attacks without getting stunned. Would have loved it if we took out more than 2, but... Old Forged in Ice doesn't matter much. Fucking kidding me. Please, just get away. Don't. Damn it. I should have white out first. Ice Cave, the absolute bane of this game. Sometimes it's easy, but most of the time, it's a nightmare. Surprisingly, the dancers wasn't too bad. What? Run, not freaking attack. Like, don't get me wrong. Makes sense. The majority of things in the ice cave are immune to ice. Oh, it's just the freaking spells. I would have been happy if this was cave spells, not ice spells. Or if this was after we got Elementalist and got the ability to save a location. Though, even then, we're very limited in how many uses we have of that, so... We'll get this. This is actually not that bad a fight to get. And becomes a good spot, I think, to use terrain to make sure he's good. Yeah, we only have one person who's not got all their castings. Excuse me. Great. Another heal back up. I am a little worried for how the end game is gonna go for this one. This might be a bit rough. Come on, let me. Thank you. I only killed 2 of them. Anyway, the damage here isn't too bad. Come on, I just needed that to go off before anyone got stoned. Let's see if we luck out this time as well. We did. Grab the floater. Cool, he trained into whiteout. That is one of the best things I could have hoped for. Well-timed ice wall. Oh, don't you dare. Please run away. Nope. Yeah, we weren't killing that group either. So goddamn close. Oh, it's time for us to take a break, too. I had a feeling Ice Cave was going to be the bane of me on this run. I'm gonna say, if they kill Waka, it'll be soft reset. But they didn't, so... we'll get through the... try to get through this fight. We might still have to soft reset. Oh, screw it. I am gonna soft reset. I'm gonna pause. We're gonna take a break and we'll come back and try this again after we take care of ads. So, see you in a moment. Alright. Let's try this again. Shall we? Honestly, the only thing I dislike on Geomancer, I wish Geomancer was, the spells were a little bit more straightforward in sort of general balancing. Like, I understand, cool, you want to have different things and everything. As F. Yeah, this week, most of them have been straightforward, though Geomancer might give us a little hiccup here. We've been at Ice Cave for almost an hour now, with resets, thanks to, how things have been going. Like, we started at 8, got through trial with a couple of the trials thing with a couple of tries, and then we've just been stuck here. But I think Geomancer could have benefited from their dances being more, this stuff being more single target, multi-target, heal, buff every time. Like, every single one of them being that. Like this is. Please run away. Nope, they're gonna... Well, they didn't fully trance us. Okay, good. Now we're gonna get... Okay, okay. Hey. Kind of have to do... Good. I was like, get this off before, our lead, who hasn't been able to act, dies. But yeah, I've been lucky with, the last couple, because, like, Black Mage ended up being real fast. They are glass cannons, but if you've got the stuff, you use the spells, the big spells in the right spots. Bosses were easy. Blue mages aren't too off from red mages, so they have a little bit more physical capability to help them get through stuff. And dancers were, when you learn how what their dances are, you do it in the right order. Especially, you do the quest and get determined, so that way, even if they fail, they still get brave. So you still get something out of just dancing all the time. That made them real easy to get through. Let's another set of ice walls, because health is getting low. This is the problem we keep getting for frickin' for this. Oh, lovely. I mean, wizards, at least I don't have to worry about them killing me with an effect. They just hit hard. Yeah, I've already done ordeals. We got that. We've got the tail. Ordeals wasn't too bad. I had to reset a couple of times, but generally didn't have a major issue with it. It's short, so it's not so bad. This, on the other hand, has just enough combat in it that with the timing of how long it takes, makes it a real problem. I do have that, but... Well, even with the Ice Bell, damage sucks here. I should be having him just use Zeus instead of anything else. Of course, he gets stunned. Yeah. I didn't even think that, yeah, there is at least a reason to maybe use... Oh my god. No, not iron. God. I get into auto mode for things sometimes. Rain. There it is. I wasn't thinking about the fact that, yeah, I'm not doing any damage. I had an answer for not doing really any damage. I got two in my brain that, you know, this wasn't too different from Dancer. You don't need any of these items for Dancer. But the Ice Cave just doesn't afford you the ability to do the damage. So yes, you do need Zeus here. Speaking of, I didn't sell it, did I? Oh, I might have gotten rid of the other... Well, actually, no. No, there's Heal. I was gonna say, I take it back. Heal isn't as nice, because Ice Wall is gonna heal better than Heal will. Of course, they stunned him. Yeah, I'll have to take a look to hold on to it just in case, because I don't know what my terrain in each area is. I don't remember it, at least. Let's force some damage, since our actual damage dealer is paralyzed and doesn't seem to want to wake up. Oh. I still wish, like, it's dungeons like this that make me miss, Phoenix Downs. And crap like that happening. Because I knew the one left wasn't going to take him out. That's fine. Oh. No, well, I guess we're getting a round of heals. I didn't mean to do that. Three's not so bad. Hopefully it won't end poorly. Oh. And now he's stunned. At least they stood up and did that. Finally. That's not a spell I can choose. Random chance on that one. Love. Uh... Ooh, I just saw health. Everybody ice wall. Oh. Alright, come on. Which is nice. Though, you say it's not special spell, it's, there are a couple of different unique spells on some of them. Like, this has Freeze and Ice Storm. Because neither one of those. Ice Storm is just a bit, like, it has better versions of both of these. Kind of wish they had a better version of the heal that maybe gave them some kind of other resistance than Blizzard, but... Or, yeah, gave them a stat resist, but... Or ailment resist, but... Can only wish for so much. I mean, that would be cool, too, if there was just special spells that were upgraded versions of all of the 4 normal ones for each terrain. No. I know there's the unique terrain for them there, and obviously we won't be doing that in this set of playthroughs. I've yet to play a summoner. This will be one of my chances of... Those will be one of my classes that'll be a first-time playthrough via this set of challenges. Similarly, the next class, Lancer, it'll be my first time playing them, too. Like I said, assuming you don't go to, like I said, I have the charity thing where you can change the order by donating towards one of the incentive for just $1. But... assuming nothing changes, Lancer is next. Okay, not gonna worry. Well, it's right there. Grab that. Grab the heal. I do kind of want the money, because I'm probably gonna need that. I just realized, I grabbed the ice spell. I didn't equip it to anyone, did I? Let me do that after this fight. Alright, there we go. Money, tent. We've made it here again. It should be nice and easy. Of all the times. Fine, though. It's just one death. Fine. Alright. Come on. Go first. Damn it! I had to do the thunder first in hopes to get rid of them. Oh. Yeah, it was one of those, if I ran and failed, I was dead. I had to try the thunder on that one in hopes to get rid of the things to then be able to run away. The, cockatrice. I have, like I said, I had a feeling this was going to be the stall point. It's not that, and it's not like we need to go and level up. I'm pretty sure our level is fine for this. It's just luck. We gotta luck out with some of our fights to either run away or have them not do certain things. Yeah, I'm not this early. We'll reset with that. Surprised that one was still alive afterwards, but we got it. Nice. Yeah, on a no money run, this is that much more hell. Yeah, I kind of remember what your team was, Zeph, but I don't fully myself. Other than I remember we talked about Dancer. But yeah, I don't remember your full team. It was Trainer, Thief, Dancer, and Geomancer. Okay. Yeah, obviously, like you said, Geomancer in here's rough. Dancer kind of helps you a bit, especially by this point. You've got... Was it 5? You've got 5 of your dances. So... including a good heal. Said Trainer I don't remember. Trainer I haven't tried yet, and Thief is definitely solid. Especially since I believe he did fix the runaway yeah. Yeah, and that's definitely, yeah, you'd have to do a lot more grinding in that run just to get up level because you cannot die. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna try, but I'm fairly certain. Yep. Uh. Gotta love just that fight against 2 random mages. That means... Right, was... Yeah, 2 random mages that start off and both of them land there insta-death. Oh, this is definitely the rough. Yeah, I mean, 2 black belts, a bard and a Geo is not a bad team either. Though again, I haven't tried bard yet either, so I don't know personally on that one either. That's another class this will be my first chance. Like, a big part of why I wanted to do this whole thing in general was it forced me to really gotta kind of try each class in depth and see how they all worked. Well, yeah, I knew they were gonna be what kind of thing they are. I just don't know what their songs are, how, and when they get them. Like, I don't know actually how they play in this game. I could tell by concept what a bard should be and what their stuff should generally do, just not like as you go, when you get them and how they work. Like I said, when this month is done and I'm done with the whole thing on this, I'll probably take a short break before coming back to this game, but I want to come back and use the older ones and kind of play through all the different versions. Yeah, if you want to do a no money run, you have to spend money on one. You only have to spend money on one of them. But yeah, you have to spend it on Fatal Spin, which is very much a almost must have. So yeah, If it's spending no money, period, I'm guessing you're trying for, penny pincher as part of it. I mean, going no money makes it very easy, but penny pincher specifically that, or, well, I guess if you're just in general trying not to, but if you're keeping penny pincher achievement in mind. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's reflex. It's like a lot of things. It's why I end up using items I don't mean to sometimes. You played through a game enough times, your hands almost start moving before your brain does. The muscle memory just goes, okay, I just did this. Now we move here. But that means, yeah, if you're doing no money because of Dancer, you're gonna have to restart the whole thing if you're doing true no money. Ah. True. I mean, you can not pay for it and skip out on that spell. I think the only downside is, you won't have Fatal Spin, and I don't know if you need to buy it to get, Determination. Like, that would be, to me, would be the bigger loss. Because the determination trait is, huge. Yeah. So determination, like, determination was one of those that in general just made any dance, well, you're leveling up enough that maybe you don't need to worry about failing a dance turn 1. Yeah, Forbidden Spin is skippable. It's not a big deal. The determination that makes it so that you can dance turn 1 and not worry about Brave, because if you fail, you're gonna get Brave, and if you succeed, you get the effect you were looking for. So going into fights knowing that you're getting something either way. No, Wizard Staff and Mage are both after Float. But for him, with that, he might have just gotten it if he just got through Ice Cave, and everything, because both of those are in, since they're in the water, he's got to deal with getting through that first. I think they were both in, yeah. Mage for fires in water. Wizard was, I believe, also in the Wizard was in Waterfall. That's right. So yeah, he's got a. If you're talking for Zeph, if he only just got through Ice Cave. He hasn't got it yet. Oh. A light axe in ice. Oh, that's true. There's the stolen one. There's the one that Thief gets, isn't there? Oh, we're gonna get... Jesus. Oh, the luck. Oh, the horrible luck. Two sorcerers get ambushed. They trans and then kill. Oh. All right. You know, I've been having good luck with some of these runs recently. I knew there would be at some point it had to happen where we'd get relatively screwed over. I should have known when getting the two 8th level spells I actually cared about for Blue Mage took only an hour, that something was coming that was going to screw me over. Let's dedicate a round to healing. Oh. There's no way the imbue stacked up to make it do that much damage. Get out of there. Oh. Oh, I should have. After this fight, we will equip. Hoping for a better terrain, but hey, we still got 2 ice walls out of it. Everybody turning, so. Nope. Hit up, game, go to item. Okay. No, not fight. Oh, we might get screwed over. Come on. Are you kidding me? Ambushed by 4 mages who all just hit it, cast and hit. Oh. The problem is, like I said, it's not even about grinding levels, because even if I got the higher levels, it's not like most of these fights would go that different. The absolute string of bad luck. Jeez. Yeah. We had to know it was coming at some point. These things have a high health. This cannot be run from, even if I wanted to. Nope. Yep. I can deal with one death, though. Jeez. Screw the rest of the items. Come on. Run away. Yep. I could tell from the pause that was another fight, another round started where we were paralyzed at the beginning of it. We were screwed. You know what, actually. We'll pause here. Take another break for ads, because it is basically that time. And then we'll come back and continue working on this, because eventually we will get through this if we bash our brains against it long enough. There's no wall that can't be broken without via that method, so eventually luck will be back on our side. See you guys in a little bit. All right, I am back, and I will say this, Silent, because I saw your comment there. No, the fourth wall gets broken all the damn time. Technically, in the concept of media, every streamer breaks the fourth wall because the fourth wall is just the wall between the entertainment and the audience, and streamers talk to the audience all the time. So do almost like stand up is breaking the fourth wall, but that's not the main thing. But everything does. There's so many different plays, movies, TV shows, comics, and what have you that do a poignant joke that and then stare or directly talk to the audience. The fourth wall is paper mache in most cases. Oh no, I one hand reacts right after another, and I end up hitting wrong things because of that. It's like I hit down. I know I physically hit down. The cursor didn't move though, but before my brain registered that, it went no. Hit the activation button. You have to be on the right thing. You hit the motion to put it there. First time seeing a dragon. Uh. Yeah. Oh yeah, punching a shark in the face is fun. Well, in this game, yeah, monks are amazing. Oh, are we gonna get? No. Uh, Let me get. Yeah, I was right on this. Okay, I kept saying can't run. I was right. Can't freaking run. Uh. Yeah. I after the first Tomb Raider movie, I just no. Like a lot of game movies, is like this. No, they failed the first one. I'm not gonna give them a chance with the second one. I rarely have found a video game movie that I've enjoyed. Actually, thinking about it, I don't think there is really any video game movies I'd purposely go back to watch. Like, franchises. See, I don't mind remakes that much. Like, certain things, I'm glad to see either get remakes or finally get sequels. Though, even those are hit or miss for how they turned out. And that includes games. Like, because I've loved the Final Fantasy series, and I think they did a great job with the FF7 remakes. Even the pixel remasters of these games, of 1 through 6, are amazing and a great way for people to get into them if they don't have a way to access the originals. And in some cases, I'd honestly tell some people, this is a great game. I highly recommend getting into the Discord to play this game if you're not. Obviously, most of the people here obviously are going to be. But if somebody were to ask me on like where to start with like the original Final Fantasy, I'd say play the Pixel Remaster first to get a general feel of the game before coming into this, because the challenge and difficulty of this versus the original might be off-putting for some people. And I'd rather like get the general feel for the game first. And I'm also odd that like I'm one of the people who enjoyed what Strangers of the Final Fantasy Origins Strangers of Paradise did for this game. And would love to see two things come out of that. One, I want to see well, see, classic mode's not bad, but I still think that the difficulty of the inventory management and a lot of other things, giving people the pixel remaster and the more standard modern item inventory, so they're just getting used to the limited spells and how all of that stuff works first is a bit better, and then come into this one starting with classic mode to then see now, okay, and especially since classic mode doesn't allow you to turn on this option. It's a difficulty thing though. It's not about going backwards. It's about easing into the difficulty, especially this. If you are not prepared in classic mode, not having that auto retarget option, a lot of people are going to go into this if they've played other Final Fantasies, but not, and that depends too. I guess I will say it depends. If they've never played any Final Fantasies, I tell them Pixel Remaster before anything else on this kind of thing, because the Pixel Remaster is a better way to introduce yourself to the series and get a feel for the type of story and general gameplay before then going into either something like this that's a harder version of the original, or some of the later games that also have certain different mechanics and stuff that might be harder. I think the Pixel remasters and generally the first 6 games are a good representation of classic JRPG to learn from. Because there's, people who their first Final Fantasy might be uh 12, 13, 16, that are so different from what Final Fantasy used to be. um Though I'll also tell them this: if you want to see classic but don't want to necessarily go back and try older Final Fantasies, um Square has gone back to older style, because you have Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default, which are also great ways to experience and try the older turn-based style gameplay, but with more quality of life and with very interesting stories and gameplay options. Let's force a bunch of healing. But I liked what I was already saying about Strangers of Paradise. I liked that game because I enjoy Souls likes, and it's sort of a Souls like. Um, and I would love to see them not in Strangers of Paradise style, but I would love to see Square go, okay, here's Strangers of Paradise, telling and setting up the loop and everything. Now we're gonna do an HD remaster of one, like still maybe tabletop HD, like something that'll look like Octopath Traveler or the HT 2D versions of Dragon's Quest, but with updated concept of what strangers got into, in that the 4 people with Garland, not only were they the fiends, but they were going to train these 4 characters. So having Square do a version that's these 4 characters, but they're basically the 4 side characters from Strangers. So they might start as, you've got the one that's sort of a thief that gets sort of the red mage, and a few others, like they had their specific like 4 or 5 classes they could get. Have that where it's like you start off as you have a specific team, and as you go through each crystal or different thing, you unlock new classes that they can level up that have unique abilities, and do the like how 3 and 5 is, but with each character having a specific set of classes they can change between. um I think that would be really cool. And I also want to see them go to Team Ninja and be like, cool, what you did with the first game was good. Now we're touching on the story, and we want to do the same thing with the second game by giving you, here's the second game, but instead of playing as the 3 friends through the majority of it, and I should have, because I got talking, I forgot to heal. I'd love the second game where instead of playing through the main 3 characters that you do the whole time, you're playing through as the 4th character, and his journey on the other side, taken in by the Emperor, and sort of seeing him like a story of, no, he wasn't following the Emperor because he was an evil person. He was following the Emperor because he saw Cloud of Darkness's corruption. It was trying to figure that out and break the Emperor free, because he saw that, you know, it's like the Emperor wasn't necessarily a bad person, he was being controlled, and getting to see this side story, sort of like we got with Origins, of you're playing through mostly the same stuff, but with a different side telling. I'd like to see Square let both of those things happen, because it could be interesting. Or in general, just see what maybe Square was thinking, like, if Final Fantasy Origins was meant to be a series going back to all of the games, reimagining them in this way, what would they have done with the other games? Because, I mean, with a title like Final Fantasy Origins, Strangers of Paradise, it sounded like they would do more. Oh, no, yeah, Cloud of Darkness was 3. It was... What was it that took over the Emperor? Because the Emperor dies and then sort of changes, transforms after going into that dark realm. And yeah, honestly, 3 even, like all of it, Final Fantasy Origins led me to believe that they had planned to do a series of games. And it would have been interesting to see, like, the origin, see just that, the origin of the first 6 Final Fantasy games that led to what became the 6 games we played. No, I got... Have to slow down sometimes, because I keep hitting things I don't want to hit. Heck, even 5, getting to play through as, Bartz's father, and then, like, the original time when them sealing, what's his name? Like, there's a lot that we get the history of the games as, like, this is what happened beforehand, that sound like really cool stories, and I'd love to play through them. I'm at the point now where the whole Final Fantasy being single games, like, now you haven't, Final Fantasy hasn't really been a final single story for a while now. You can start going back and telling more, because 10 had a sequel, 12 had 7 had multiple spin-offs, 10 had the sequel, 12 had a spin-off, 13 had 2 sequels, 15 had the DLC that, to be fair, is basically spin-offs, or basically sequels. 16 had DLC, but that really didn't add, that just added to the ending, that didn't change it, so 16's fine. But they've hit a point where it's like, yeah, you know, Final Fantasies no longer have to be a single game, as much as we used to think that they should be. Risk it for the biscuit. Why? Fine, we got him. I mean, hell, think about it. We technically already got a sequel to Final Fantasy IV with the after years. Though that's a sequel. I'd want a prequel. Ugh. I do think it helps if I re-click that. You know, we're not going to switch things around. We're just going to give him that. Ugh. Well, I guess that worked out in the long run. Of course, first thing is paralyzing the one that's going to do the most damage. Can one of you wake up from paralysis? Thank you. When you're finally not needed. Yes. Can't run from this fight. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, internet. At least as far as I can tell, it looks like I am sending crap right now, sending nothing right now. Waiting for the possible disconnect to happen. Oh my god, what the hell is happening? Come on. Of course, I canceled the tech because we've been running solid. And now I'm hoping you guys are seeing this too, where my internet is just absolute garbage and complete stutter for right now. I'm hoping that's what you guys... Well, I'm not hoping that's what your guys are seeing, but I'm guessing that I am not the only one seeing this and that OBS isn't lying to me that I'm not sending this stuff. Oh... Oh, did we... Still showing red, but it looks like we might have stabilized. Okay. I guess you can hear me, yeah, and it looks like we might have stabilized, but I don't know if you guys were seeing there for a while, if it was very stuttery on everything, for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Like, today had been really great. That's what I'd been, but I'd been dealing with it being like this regularly, all week. This, if it's a once in a while thing like this, I can deal with it. I don't mind, you know, this is something that may just be a hiccup somewhere that will fix itself and be good. You know, here. White wall, or white out, ice wall. Ice wall, Zeus. Okay. Yeah, now it seems I'm willing to say that maybe it is just a hiccup because it looks like it has fully stabilized. When I was having this problem before during the week, this was one of those where it would happen like it would happen stop go stop go stop go for an entire hour. So we're gonna basically keep an eye. In fact, I will that refresh the one thing I'm looking at and see if it's good. Honestly, finding out about the separate stats screen that I can pull up, that shows me not just drop network but a few other things. But the main thing is a separate thing to watch the drop network that I can refresh, so I can see if it happens again after a certain period. Since the small data that I have at the bottom of OBS is just going to be for the whole stream, that has been so useful. Small stutter is fine. That should have been barely a blip. I don't trust. It's like, force the white out. We're almost out of here. Finally! Oh. I want to say just about 2 hours of attempting Ice Cave. To finally get it. Oh. Oh, there's no heal in this. Let's just run. There we go. Now we... Oh. Yeah, it's... No, not item. Or, not options. Item. Now... Here we go. And... Elementalist. Now adds us reserve. So cast random or reserve, Geostorm, elemental damage to all foes, targeting each foe's individual weakness. Let's sample, and then that doesn't change. So Okay. I'm hitting the wrong button to... Okay, good. He's Earth. He's... Okay, good. Great. Left bumper to change who's in lead. Right bumper to sample. Alright, let's get some free money. Okay. Now we've done all that. He's gonna tell me it's about the... I heard there's a sage in Provoca who specializes in the weapons of Elementalists. Alright. Trade, equip, trade. So let's sell sword and that. And yeah, I had a feeling still wouldn't be able to equip Zeus. That's fine. 22 and 14. Let's go to Provoca. Remember, our good sage friend is down here. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if you're an elementalist, have you come across any elemental bells in your travel? If you trade them to me, promise I'll make it worth your while. No. Yeah. The plan for now is to keep them. I'll kind of see how things go. Because, yeah, I had a feeling there was no... Without an engineer, there's no generic bell. Which kind of sucks. Because the engineer has a bell that they can make that is a non-element, or doesn't have any of this. That's the cat's claw. That's the same as always. Oh. Nothing there. Yeah, I was gonna say there's also Thief, I guess. Well, and that would be the other trick, too. I doubt it, but, oh, yeah. Well, you'd think even with a no gold run, at least buying the bottle, because that's mandatory. That's different. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, they can wield the 3 base staffs. Iron, because power, I think, wasn't actually. Let's be sitting in here. Come on, I think. Yeah, they can wield power. That would be interesting, but like a lot of things, you do something weird like that, and all of a sudden, everybody's just playing thieves on almost every run they do, because why spend money when I can buy the bottle for free, or steal the bottle for free? All right. Well, we've got 2 bells. We got the Earth Bell and the Ice Bell. I doubt this one's changed anything. Because typically what we can buy hasn't been changing at shops, so... Leaves now working on all of the different, actual fiend places. As usual. You know what? I'm gonna do something stupid. As a test. Because we can soft reset. At least we should be able to. Go here. Well, no, I think I would need to get all the bells before this potentially could even be the stupidity. Give him the Earth Bell. We'll check the first side of it to see if it's just easily broken. Since he kept this glitch in, that makes this easy to do. Okay, yeah, no. If that was an option, it would be right there. Alright. The only thing then would be to see if I trade all of them in and get the 1 bell, if then they all show up at the, shop. Because that would be hilarious if I could get the 1 bell and then go to the, Oasis and buy the 6 bells back. Go, got our Oxyale. Because, like, a lot of the other things, if we sell them off, end up over there. So it was just like, why not let that be an option? But yeah, I guess that would be the only thing then would be for him to add some kind of... Actually, no, I take that back. I think the best option for if you've got multiple Geomancers for him to do would be in the same vein, in a similar vein to what the engineer does. Let you do the Geomancer's quest to get the bell, and then after the initial one, you can buy more from him for, like, 30,000, you know, it's expensive, but a good amount for some amount of gold. Like 50,000 gold pieces or something. But I don't think Roland's here, but if he was, he would remind us that getting changes like that to existing classes is nigh impossible. Getting, Ozma to change things about existing classes. Because for people who want to do challenges like this, you just can't do the side quest. What would you have to do for Paladin? Like, it's different like, if you're talking about Excalibur for Paladin, that's different because you're not losing all of your only available weapon. Like, that's tailored for the class. To it. If it's not so much even... Oh, the Lunar Shield, which honestly isn't worth it. That's a trade back and forth, though. And similar, if there's only one bow and only one shield, or only one Excalibur, that's different. I don't mind there only being one bell. And if it's not, change it so there was a way to get multiple of the bell. That's fine. Give me more than the 6 elemental bells then, so that way if I've got more than one Geomancer, they at least still have bells, because it's not like the Paladin lose access to weapons that are tailored for, that are usable and well set up for their class because they took the sword or changed the sword to a shield. And it's not like the ranger loses bows because they got that one bow. At least as far as I understand. I might be wrong on the ranger one, but I know the paladin doesn't, lose out on good weaponry because of it. It's more about, like, how a game should be, like, certain things that are there for balance purposes. Like, he obviously knows that there needed to be something because, like, engineers make every type of weapon. They have a bell that they have both a regular and a rare bell that they make. Yeah, you have a nice knife as well, Zeph. Like, I can understand wanting to limit the number of a certain item. I'm not against that for certain things. It's just why in this case the limit is because the limit requires you to use all the existing items that you pick up in the process. You run into issues. Can I run from these guys fast enough, please? Okay, good. I just want to get the box, because honestly, after doing all that, I'm probably gonna get out of here, and end the stream myself, because that was a lot of frustration getting through Ice Cave. And I could definitely use more than just a standard commercial break. Plus, it is getting late. It's 11 o'clock now. I usually only stream to midnight, and figuring out what to do for the last hour, like which one to go towards. To just as easily save the fiends for tomorrow afternoon. Oh, crap. This is why I hate the caves. The most annoying random terrain spell. Okay. Armor. And actually, what am I doing? Because he gets the ribbon, he doesn't need the elemental resistance. Come on. Almost out. And we still got to get back to a town. Well, yeah, back to the town because there's thankfully a cleric at this town. Happened to save in the water because I don't want to go back through the waterfall cave. All right. Actually, Mog. Wanna say that's right? Yep. All right. Perfect. So yeah, we'll call it here. Again, an hour earlier than I may have initially planned on it, but we're at a point where the next bit makes it worth it to just go ahead and call it the few minutes early, the hour early. We're in the grind now of actually trying to get through the 3 fiends, which is its own little arc that makes it nice as its own separate stream. So we'll do that tomorrow. Now to keep with things, I might not stream tomorrow night. Technically I'm free. The normal Thursday D&D that I have is not happening. But at the same time, keeping at least a little bit of time to not stream and kind of relax when I'm doing more than I normally would is not a bad idea. So we'll do the afternoon stream, but we might not be doing tomorrow night, just like last week. Then we'll have Friday and Saturday to finish Geomancer, and we have tomorrow afternoon and all day Friday and all day Saturday to finish Geomancer and get through Lancer. Something tells me we'll have no problem doing that. Which means then tomorrow means then we actually will get a little bit ahead on that whole setup. So, do hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, and I will see you all next time. So, later.